Animal Crossing New Horizons is my first ever Animal Crossing game, and I think that's important to have as the first line of this video, as it will truly help me to express my newfound love and addiction for this game. I got the game around 1 week after release, and whilst that was one heck of a mistake, I went in with the impression I wouldn't like the game all that much, and honestly just find it boring. But my god, I was wrong. I love this game. Animal Crossing New Horizons is amazing, and for the past few weeks I have not been off the game. It is truly sensational and has so much to do that creates literally days upon days of fun with no stop. Yeah, I played the game for multiple days without stopping or leaving my room, talking to my family, or being concerned I started seeing Tom Nook lying on my bed, asking for my money to live in my own house. I could have sworn I paid rent this month. Yeah, maybe I had a bit of a problem, but during that period of forgetting what a Zelda is, I discovered my favourite part of this game, the fishing. Yes, it is as exciting as it sounds. Oh my god, I am in love with the fishing in this game. There is so much depth to it, but my love for it got me in a bit of a state, which is what this video will be about. The story of my Animal Crossing fishing addiction, and likely some gushing about my love for the fishing in the game. Be sure to go grab yourself a snack or drink, and let's get into the story. Firstly, I should give you a little background information about myself and my experiences with actual fishing in the outside world. Wherever the hell that is. From a young age, I've loved fishing. I was heavily into the activity from around the age of 6 to maybe around 12. Around the age of 12, as I was starting high school, I fell out of it a little bit, but went near daily during the summer. Then a few years into high school, I believe in my 6th year of high school, I got right back into fishing, and since then, I've always loved it. This love for fishing, combined with my love and passion for video games, always begged for the opportunity to enjoy fishing, but in video games. But unfortunately, there aren't really any good fishing games. I dabbled in games like the Nintendo Wii's Sega Bass Fishing, but it wasn't that good, and was based on bass fishing, which isn't really a popular species over here, and I'm rambling about fishing now, so shut up. Growing up, I always wanted to find this dream fishing video game, so when I couldn't actually get outside and go fishing, I would have a game to fill that void. The closest thing I got was the fishing in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which surprisingly had a good amount of depth to it. It wasn't a full experience, but you know, it's a Zelda game and not The Legend of Zelda Fishing of Time. Recently, this new game called Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, and it changed everything. As previously mentioned, I thought that I wouldn't like this game all that much going in, and after what felt like a slow start, the game really started to pick up and I discovered the game's fishing. This is what I had been looking for. This game has freshwater and saltwater fishing, which while seems obvious, is a touch of realism to me personally. Freshwater consists of rivers, mountaintops, waterfalls and ponds, and then the saltwater consists of shores and piers. Then there is river mouth fishing, the area where a river meets the sea. Having all of these areas is really cool, but there is actually a lot of realism to having these individual locations. Out of the current 80 fish available in New Horizons, there is a wide variety of species, but the catch is, pun intended, you can only catch certain fish in certain locations, but that's not the only factor that comes into play. You need to consider the weather, the time of day, time of year, and even the size of shadows seen in the water. This alone had me in awe because of how much thought went into the fishing, which is something that I've never seen in a video game that actually has fishing. This is part of the problem I had. The fishing is so in-depth and fun to me, I couldn't get enough. It's not realistic, but it's the enjoyment out of it. I was quite literally neglecting the objectives of the game, such as working on my island and being a nice person to my villagers, as I was just fishing. Having fun, trying to catch every fish I could, and at first I didn't even know certain fish could only be caught at certain times of the year, and when I did find that out, I pieced together that people on the southern hemisphere islands would have completely different fish to me, and with that, I headed right over to my friends in the southern hemisphere, or the ones sinning by lying to Tom Nook about being in the southern hemisphere. Long story short, I went over there until my pockets were full of fish and only new fish to bring back to my island and donate to the museum. Oh, I forgot about the museum. It's that totally awesome place where all the fish you've caught can be registered into an aquarium, and it's just so freaking awesome. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I did warn you it might turn into me just gushing about the fishing, which I do apologise for. But back to the story. During my first couple of days playing the game, I was more or less playing non-stop, as many of us were. I'd wake up, start Animal Crossing and play literally all day, then go to sleep and repeat. In theory, it didn't matter too much as we were on lockdown here in the UK, and still are due to something I can't say on here, but I can say it's something very unfortunate and ends in 19. And no, it's not FIFA 19. Either way, those were a couple of days of fun, but it's the 3 days that followed that got bad. This is when I'd properly discovered the fishing, and it all started with me doing what I thought would be an all-nighter of Animal Crossing, which is understandable, but turned into me fishing in Animal Crossing all night, taking a nap for what must have been 2 hours at most, then waking right back up to go to the fishing. This process repeated for 3 days. I was playing until I literally got too tired to play, then went for a nap, which lasted anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours, then got back up for the help of a stupidly loud alarm right next to my face and got back to fishing. This was not healthy. This is not sleeping. Sure, when I was around 14 or 15 playing video games for multiple days without proper sleep, it was more acceptable. But what the f***? Napping could be seen as sleeping, but to me, taking a nap is not sleep. Sleep is going to sleep for at the bare minimum 5 hours to count as sleep. I barely gave myself 2. Looking back, this was a combination of me falling in love with the fishing in the game and generally just falling in love with Animal Crossing itself. Like I said, I didn't think I'd like this game, but it's definitely my top 5 video games of all time now. It's just fun. Now yeah, I may be proofreading this video script and thinking, what is wrong with me? But I really wanted to share this experience with all of you as it's the first time I've truly got this into and invested in a game, and thought it would be fun to share. Don't worry though, I'm perfectly okay now. I promise. Then there are the days when CJ shows up and offers a fishing challenge and buys fish for double the price. Yeah, the first time CJ showed up, I played for almost the entire 24 hours he was there. And guess what? CJ is at my island right now, on the very day I am editing this video. Let's hope this video actually comes out. Thanks a ton for watching this video. I know it's very different from the usual around here, but I've genuinely been enjoying Animal Crossing enough to want to cover it. But don't worry, my heart is still with Zelda and those videos will always be around. Huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters for your incredibly generous support. Special thanks to new Patreon Dusty as well. All of your guys' support really helps me to run the channel week in, week out. If you'd like to become one of my Patrons and support the channel, then head over to my page through the card in the top right or link in the description. Again, thanks for watching, and until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.